the second alien in the Book of Alien Races, codename Killy Tokurt. The name is a combination of languages: Sanskrit, Sumerian, English, Hebrew, and even Arabic. I remind you that the first alien was named All-Gruulk, from which I derived the term an all-encircling wolf, and here, derived from the information connected to Killy Tokurt, I reveal the leavings of the wolf. It's worth noting that alien can mean foreign. The root of alien is alienated, in Latin alienare, and the definition is similar to demon. In fact, it is synonymous to alienate, give up, lose possession, estrange. It refers to those who have been cast out, the alienated. I should say it is not the leavings of the wolf, but the realm of the leavings of the wolf. Ow! The information connected to Killy Tokurt. They come from the constellation Velar, near to the star Zuhail al-Mulif. Here we see the Arabic, which I will explain in a moment. The Killy Tokurt can grow up to 2 meters tall, and they can live for up to 200 years. The Killy Tokurt are shape-shifters and are very hard to detect. They are one of the oldest known species and are said to abduct humans. The last alien species was the All-Gruulk, from which I derived the term the all-encircling wolf that encircles us all, where I mentioned that the wolf bites the hand that feeds. The Fenris wolf, biting the hand of Odin, Tyr, Zeus, Zu. Odin tricked the Fenris wolf into being subdued, into being bound with Zu, a golden chain. Even here we find a connection to the underworld, as it was a creation of the great dwarf Gleipnir, after the gods sent a messenger to Svartalfheim, the realm of the dwarfs. But this would be an opening for Zu. Gleipnir means open, and the will, the god behind the creation, is Odin, Tyr, Zeus, Zu. But that would be an opening for Lord Zu. Within Gleipnir's composition, we also find elements of Babylon. The chain Gleipnir was forged from 6 impossible things: the sound of a cat's footsteps, Zu, Tyr, Odin, Wotan, Wodan, Votan, the cat's footsteps, the beard of a woman, the roots of the mountains, the breath of a fish, and the spittle of the bird. And that would be Pazuzu, a lion-faced demon who dresses up in mother's clothing from the realm of the underworld, and is the voice of the underworld river, and his cursed form is identified by the wings of a bird. Bird is the word. Anyway, after the Fenris wolf bites the hand of Odin, Tyr is known as the leavings of the wolf, because of Tyr's light, Sumerian Lu, grasp, seize, seizure, light bright, shining, treachery, lies, and deceit. The problem is that sin can also mean hand, teeth, and swallow, and or soul. So I can also derive, alternatively at the same time, consuming the souls bound to the wolf that is bound Zuzu, sweet gold. I remind you again, the city of sin, means wolf, but so does the ash from Shamash, Sham meaning famous or renown. It's cognate, because the word Fenris translates to fen dweller. Similar to Babylon, fen refers to a type of marsh or wetland. Sham means fame, and ash means wolf. Fenrir, Ferus Ulfra, also referred to Huruth Vitnir or Hurud Vitnir, and Vanagandra, all of which mean the famous wolf. And it is cognate with Shamash, the son of Sin of who dwells within the mother that would give her a beard. Fenrir can also mean wolf, or the offspring of the wolf that encircles us all. And that would be Ragnarok, the reign of darkness, or the darkness of the gods. And here, within Zuhail, I find the Arabic term that is synonymous with Ragnarok, the hail or rain of Sin Lord Zu, the red rain. Alternatively, simply, Hail Lord Zu. It is cognate with summer, Sumur, and the Sumerian Ki Ili, red clay mixed with waters, the bitter waters. Zuhail al-Mulif, Zuhail Lambda Velorum. Did somebody mention the ship Argo Navis in the previous documentary? Oh yes, it was I. And here we find, between the blue and white sparkle of the hot massive stars of Canis Major and the tripartid Argo Navis, the ship, lie a few cool reddish jewels, the brighter ones P. Pupis and Zuhail. Zuhail helps the outline of the ship's sails, thereby indicating a god of the wind, the evil wind. And this would be the origin of the creature Killy Tokurt, the constellation Vela. But what does Vela mean? It means sail, or a covering, to clothe in, enfold, wrap, envelope, hide, conceal, veil, cover, to cover up. It is cognate with Sumerian Zus and Mush, and to the term Jinn, to conceal, and Amun, hidden. And that would be detailed in the preface of this book. It stated that the reader should not tell anybody, thereby revealing that it is a book of the occult. The Arabs used Zuhail as a prefix for the names of a number of southern stars, including Canopus and Rigor, Gamma Velorum, also known as Rigor, a wolf-rayet star, which was originally known as Al-Zuhail, Al-Mulef, Zuhail of the Oath. I remind you again, in Norse mythology, Tyr, Odin, Zu, the god of war, lost his hand when the monstrous wolf, Fenrir, fearing trickery, demanded a pledge, an oath of good faith, equal to the wolf-rayet star, the word wolf and god, alongside the god of the oath. It is transparent. a god star of good fortune, Ouija, good luck, because Lam, abundance, also means netherworld, allowing yourself to be subdued within the jaws of the beast. This information is leading to a revelation regarding the son of Sin, the men of renown, and the Fenris wolf. From all three names, I can derive the term famous wolf, but one must also be aware of the hand of the wolf. The city of Ur in Babylon also means wolf. His son Shamash and his daughter Ishtar are the gods of this city. Ur was the city of Sin. Sin Zu meaning wisdom, knowledge, to teach, but also tooth or teeth, blade, glass, obsidian. As a salute, Zuzu, it means gold, and is also the name of the Ouija demon. Ouija, good luck. Ouija, good fortune. Ouija, the abundance in the netherworld. Legion, the punishers, the Gala demons. In Sanskrit, the meaning of Gala refers to the jaw of this beast. In fact, I could derive the same narrative from the worship of Sin, Lord Zu. The beast bites the hand that feeds. With Zuhails applied to a variety of stars and the gods, the name was eventually transferred exclusively to the star that is now called Lam-Da, which means it has been reverted back to Sumerian. Lam, abundance, luxuriance, almond tree, or netherworld, with Da, arm, side, nearness. I'm a fucking genius. Humble, of course. To hold, to be near, to protect. A protection demon. Why do you say demon, Mr. Christie? Because this protection is cognate with dab. Lu, dib, dab. Light bright shining. Treachery, lies, and deceit. This is a blinding light. In Sanskrit, the word vela generally refers to time or period. It can also mean occasion, opportunity, or in a border context, a shoreline, or the edge of the sea. Berossos, speaking of the gods, as detailed in the fragments of the Chaldean deluge, in the temple of Belos. The person who presided over them was a woman named Ormoroka. In the north it is Erakura, in the west Amaruka, America, Amoroka, which in the Chaldean language is Thalath, in Greek Thalassa, meaning the sea. But why would he say Greek rather than Apsu or Absu? Anyway, all of these, including Poseidon, might equally be interpreted as the moon. Oh. Did you notice how the word Zuhail, the star, and the word lambda were left untranslated? Zuhail means star, and is cognate with the Sumerian An, meaning star, god, heaven, or eagle. Ironically, Zuhail can refer to good fortune, the oath of the Ouija, the oath of good fortune, or, as we have seen, the netherworld. Please excuse my potty language, but this refers to boiling in lambda. You know, that so-called protection, and this would be the leavings of the wolf. As my name is doubled with Christ himself, I am, I exist, but I am not. I'll use the fate of Jesus as an example. As well as quoting the same biblical verse, the Talmud reinforces the description of the punishment of Jesus in hell by referring to another Talmudic source. Whoever mocks the words of the sages is condemned to sitting in boiling excrement. When the term wise sage also reflects the term Abkalu and their monstrous alter egos, well, I can understand why Jesus spoke up. What I learned from the Ouija is that it is not the offering, but the offerer who will become part of Legion. Lambda in Sanskrit means morally wrong, acting with evil intent, wicked, depraved, iniquitous, not sufficient, long, tall, or short, a wicked, depraved man, an uncivilized, savage man, that which is shorter than the normal ones of its class, falling short, the quality of being wicked. Insolence, false claim to show insincere or dishonest behavior, for cheating others, pretentiousness, all of which are synonymous with the feces of the animals. Now for the name Killy Tokurt, Killa Ushara, meaning saline soil, a barren wasteland, similar to the netherworld, where the ground is sour. In line with the Sumerian Ki Ili, the Ki from Anunnaki, which is cognate with Zu, meaning red clay, the mound, mountain, or temple. Ki meaning earth, place, location, ground, grain, the biblical threshing floor, and earlier inquisition, the base to rise and sprout. They were invoked in the mound, mountain, or temple, or text. They lurk in the background, wherever, whenever, behind. Illa, illy, ill, carrier, to lift, carry, to deliver, to bring, to endure, to support, to carry forward, to be high, to shine, to rise, get up. Connected to Ilu, high water, flood, amniotic fluid, resin. Ki'ili in Sumerian refers to the underworld river, Mamu Hubur, the Hubur River, the river that flows into the Abzu, from the river to the sea. The word Tokurt is a combination of terms, very similar to the Babylonian Sumerian text. In English, Tok refers to the theory of knowledge, Sen, Zu. In British slang, the word Twok is an acronym for the term taking without the owner's consent, and in Hebrew, Tok refers to injury, oppression, and oppressor. Sin, Lord Zu, is the Babylonian Prometheus, who is bound, oppressed by his own oppression. In Sumerian lore, Marduk means bitter oppression, formerly Merodach. I'd say Marduk was the personification of hell itself. Don't forget the inscription, Maru took the container. Marduk, the Anunnaki, and the 50 old gods contained within Marduk would give us 58 alien species, the alienated, from which one could create a list of alien races. This would be the first Arb, or Brothers Grimm-like collection. The original would have been the Pantheon of Gods. The word Pan, from Mulban, means all, and the name Theon means godly or of God. The word Pantheon refers to legion, all of the gods. And when you put them all together, you create chaos. Don't you, Dante? If he is the darkness, then I am the light. An, God, heaven, star, eagle. One could say the cosmic soup, a soup made with bitter waters. I remind you once more that Ma, bitter, alternatively evil Merodach, also cognate with Mary, refers to bitter waters. Sumerian Abzu, Akkadian Apsu, the Chaldean Thalath, and the Greek Thalassa can also be interpreted as moon. As Sin, Lord, Zu. The English Tok, meaning wisdom, or a right over somebody, oppressor, oppression, synonymous with the Sumerian Tuk, marriage, claim over somebody, and the oppressor and the oppression, Tuk, to tremble, to be angry, and Urt from Tokurt means root. I render the name Killy Tokurt, the source to have claim over, or to tremble, to be angry, because of some thing from the underworld waters, alternatively the clay pit of Abzu, the realm of the leavings of the all-encircling wolf. Ow!